What if the biggest job killer isn't artificial intelligence, but silence? Right now, while you're working, earning, surviving, money is quietly changing direction. Not because people are lazy, not because jobs are disappearing overnight, but because control is shifting from humans to systems, from effort to ownership. And if you don't understand where this flow is going, you won't just lose a job, you'll lose value without ever noticing it. So today, let's understand what is really happening and what the coming years are silently preparing for us. Artificial intelligence and jobs. Who will the money flow to in the new economy? Artificial intelligence is no longer a distant idea waiting in the future. It is already here, quietly working behind screens, inside offices, factories, hospitals, call centers, and financial systems. And without making much noise, it is reshaping how the world works, how it earns, and how money moves from one hand to another. To understand where money will flow in this new economy, we must slow down and ask a different set of questions. Not emotional questions, not motivational slogans, but structural questions. Who is gaining control? What kind of work is being replaced? When does this shift truly accelerate? Where is its impact the strongest? Why does value keep moving upward? And most importantly, how is money being redirected without most people even realizing it? Because what is happening around us is not simply job automation. It is a deeper transformation in how value itself is created. Machines are no longer just tools that assist human effort. They are increasingly becoming performers of tasks that were once done only by people. Thinking tasks, analytical tasks, decision support tasks, and in some cases, full decision-making itself. In every economic system, money follows control. And in the age of artificial intelligence, control belongs to those who own the systems, design the models, guide their use, or strategically position themselves close to their output. These are the first beneficiaries. Meanwhile, people who rely only on selling time, routine effort, or repeatable skills begin to lose leverage, not because they are lazy or unintelligent, but because the system no longer rewards time in the same way it once did. This transition is not something that will happen one day. It is already happening now. And over the next decade, it will accelerate as AI moves from assisting humans to replacing judgment in many workflows. Across industries, across borders, across income levels, the strongest impact appears first in white-collar and knowledge-based work, jobs that were once considered safe. Customer support, data analysis, accounting, content creation, logistics planning, market research, and even parts of healthcare, law, and finance. Work that is repetitive, rule-based, scalable, and measurable becomes the easiest target for automation. And this is where money begins to shift upward. Because artificial intelligence allows companies to increase productivity without increasing wages. More output, fewer people, lower long-term costs, higher margins. And when profits increase without expanding payrolls, that money does not flow to workers. It flows to owners of capital, shareholders, founders, investors, and platforms. What makes this shift dangerous is not speed. It is silence. Hiring slows down quietly. Wage growth stalls slowly. Teams shrink without announcements. And those closest to technology ownership are rewarded, while everyone else feels pressure but cannot fully explain why. In previous economic eras, labor was the main source of income because human effort was scarce. Time mattered. Physical presence mattered. But in the AI era, intelligence becomes abundant and cheap. Machines can think faster, work longer, and improve continuously. Human time, on its own, becomes a lower value input, unless it is paired with judgment, creativity, leadership, or ownership. This means that people who rely only on salaries are no longer just competing with other humans. They are competing with systems. Systems that never get tired, never ask for raises, never go on leave, and never stop learning. At the same time, companies that integrate AI early gain an enormous advantage. They reduce costs, expand globally, scale operations, and increase profits without proportionally increasing employees. This is why more money moves towards shareholders and founders instead of workers, even when businesses are growing. This does not mean jobs disappear completely, but it does mean job structures change. Routine execution roles slowly decline, and high-leverage roles rise. Roles that involve directing machines instead of competing with them. AI strategists, system integrators, data interpreters, product builders, decision designers, people who tell machines what to optimize for. The problem is that education systems have not caught up. They still train people for linear careers, fixed roles, predictable paths, in a world that now rewards adaptability and positioning. This leaves many workers confused, exhausted, and financially anxious, even while technology keeps advancing. The real divide is not between tech workers and non-tech workers. It is between those who understand how value flows in an AI-driven economy and those who do not. Because money no longer follows effort alone. It follows ownership, leverage, and systems. This explains why a small group captures a disproportionate share of income, while millions feel stuck despite working harder than ever. AI also amplifies global inequality. A company in one country can now replace labor in another with software, weakening wage power, flattening opportunities, and increasing competition across borders. Those who build personal leverage through skills, platforms, intellectual property, equity, or ownership align themselves with the direction money is already moving. Others remain downstream, hoping stability will return. Governments and corporations often describe AI as efficiency and innovation. But the financial reality underneath is redistribution toward capital. Unless policies change, unless ownership models evolve, or unless individuals reposition themselves. So the real question is not whether AI will take jobs. The real question is, whose jobs will still carry economic power? Because in every technological revolution, the winners were not the hardest workers. They were the fastest adapters. And today, adaptation means understanding one truth clearly. Income alone is no longer security. Job titles no longer guarantee relevance. And stability now comes from controlling how your work connects to scalable systems. In the end, artificial intelligence does not steal money directly from people. It redirects money toward structure. It rewards those who design the flow, guide the systems, and own the output. And it quietly pressures those who remain dependent on time alone. In the age of artificial intelligence, money will not go to those who work the longest hours. It will go to those who understand where intelligence, ownership, and control truly intersect. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.